It's wonderful to be at home at the moment, and even those of you who are not ordinarily resident at home, I want to congratulate you, Kenyans in Korea, together with the Chair Rafael and your team, for forming the Kenya-Korea Community, KCK. It's not another political party, so my colleagues should not be afraid. We came to attend the 6th edition of the World Parliamentary Union General Assembly. The story actually began here in the same place, Korea, in Seoul in 1991. And now even leaders at the level of national parliaments are actively engaging with the young through scouting. And scouting is very exciting. Has any of you in this audience been a scout? Yes. Can you put up your hands, those of you who have been scouts? Wow, wonderful. I'll tell you some truth about scouting. Once a scout, always. And a scout is a brother and sister to every other scout. So we are all brothers. Clap for yourselves. And more importantly, then, if you feel left out, then you are Kenyan. Therefore, truly a brother and a sister. Let me thank Ambassador Kitao and his team for a very wonderful welcome since our arrival here in Seoul, very historic city. And you have heard my colleagues talk to you about what they perceive this country to have been in the past and where it is today. They received us, they've kept us very busy. We have been hit by jet lag, but we're able to get up. But then the important thing, if you feel very far away from home, imagine this: if Jesus Christ was to come today, yeah, you'll be ahead of Kenyans. Mutakuwa mbele. I think there's some island, I don't know, the Samoa in those sides of Australia, where the world begins. Every day, every new day begins there. But you are citizens of the world. I want to encourage you, because the world has become one village, literally. I mean, I cannot believe the ability, or is it the audacity of this ambassador. He was playing some songs. He can play for you any kind of national composition since independence on the internet. And if you feel bored and you want to play, like we have Ramogi dancers, or we have the Coastal Sengenya, or you really want to listen to Kakai music, the late Kakai, or, all those icons, national heroes and heroines over the years, you can actually listen to it on the internet. What am I trying to tell you? That you shouldn't feel homesick anymore, wherever you are. You really are at home, even here, because we cannot come and bring you news. You even know ahead of us arriving. And that is what the world has become, the global village. Therefore, the days when you used to say, kwenda ngambo, usome upate shahada hiyo, upate degree hiyo, alafu urudi nyumbani ujenge Kenya, that sounds retrogressive. In other words, we need you to work where you are. If you get a job in Korea, work very hard. If you get another one at the multilateral level, go and work there. But remember you are Kenyan. And therefore you can send, is it through M-Pesa? These days M-Pesa, you can send through Western Union. You can send money home to the village. And then you feel part and parcel of the development effort of your country. Therefore, be everywhere. Kenyans are world beaters. Look at our marathon runners and our long distance runners. I gather you are currently registering. Yeah, I think the embassy has sent out some questionnaires because we want to be able to assess manpower, skills worldwide. And therefore the Ministry of Labor, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, I think even Treasury, Planning, they're all trying to do that. So register. I'm told the only 72 of you registered with the embassy now. Register every Kenyan in Korea. The good news is that Kenya is reborn. It's literally a second republic. And wherever you are right to walk, as Rafa said, with your shoulders held high. Don't just really think that although at independence, the per capita GDP per capita for this country is only $79. And it's now in another week or so, Korea is going to be hosting the next summit of the group of 20. We are left behind. The only country representing Africa today is South Africa. Others can only come, like Ethiopia, as observers, and Malawi, because Malawi is a current chair of African Union, and that kind of thing. And I think Prime Minister Meles is the chair of NEPAD. So they can only come as invitees. We want to be able to get there. And we are so determined, wherever we are. So I can tell you that there's nothing lacking in Kenya today in terms of quality leadership and the vision for the country. So wherever you are, feel part of that Kenyan dream and do your best. Yes, of course, dual citizenship is now guaranteed. I hope that Parliament will be able to enact legislation that will enable Kenyans, wherever they are, to be able to vote at the embassies. I think this is an easy one. Happen. So the next election, you'll be able to vote. Vote wherever you are. And so this is what I want to tell you, really, basically, in trying to say enjoy yourselves today. And so I'm sure as we leave you, we want to leave you with our blessings. Work hard. Those of you who are working, those of you who are also studying, we wish you well. Learn as much as you can. The spirit that brought Korea to where it is today, I've just discovered that spirit this morning. It was a spirit of Samaodong, that Koreans stopped complaining. And therefore, I wish you well. I wish you God's blessings. Whatever your hands find to do, do it well. And do it with all your mind and with all your might. Remember also, while you are away from here, remember, at the words of the Desiderata, even if you don't go to Sunday every morning to pray or to the mosque, whoever you conceive God to be, yeah, take him seriously. And I'm sure you're going to do well.